Hey, stay tuned to see what happens next, man, because this gets wild. What's good, guys? It's JL here. I'm back again with another one, man. I got a special video for you today. Yes, you. But before we get into it, man. Why the hell did I say before like that, bro? Make sure you follow me on Instagram, man. You guys can reach out to me and just follow my daily life on there, man. And I also just made a Patreon, guys, so make sure you go ahead and follow that too. I got some great content coming on there. Spicy content that I can't necessarily put on YouTube, all right? So go ahead and get at the Patreon, man. And with that said, let's get into the video.
I once got dosed with a man's amount of testosterone on accident, and I start looking at my boss and my coworkers, and I'm like, oh my God, why do I want to do things with my coworkers? Like, this is making no sense. And I'm like, what is wrong with me? And I go in the bathroom, I'm just like looking at, I'm just like, put my hands on the countertop, and I'm like, look in the mirror. I'm like, Molly, what's wrong with you? And I was like, oh, testosterone. Oh shit. Oh my God, I've got a man's amount of testosterone in me today. This is wild.
Now she knows what it feels like, man.
This world shall know pain.
Because I'm not gonna lie, ever since I started working in the gym and lifting weights, and I just be horny a lot of times, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Why female superheroes suck. Number one, perfection. Every single female superhero is perfect. And not in the same way Hawkeye is. I mean, not everybody could be Hawkeye. What I mean is that they're good at everything for no reason. They're good people, they're good heroes. I mean, they might even be able to file your taxes. And that just makes them boring. Like, tell me one interesting thing about Captain Marvel besides her haircut and the fact that she's overpowered. Exactly, you can't. And it's not like she's overpowered in the same way Superman is. Superman still deals with day-to-day struggles like having a job, wanting to fit in, being gay. But Captain Marvel, everything in her life is fine and dandy. The only challenge she really had in her movie, if you can even call it that, was her mentor, and she literally one-shotted the dude. It's like Marvel's afraid of giving these women challenges, because the patriarchy is a big enough challenge already.
I kind of agree with this video. So I went to see the Guardians of the Galaxy, the new one, last week, and I was watching the trailers leading up to the movie, the premieres, you know what I'm saying? And I saw the premiere for the new Marvel movie, The Marvels, and it was all just women. I think the only male character I saw in the trailer was Fury, Nick Fury. He was the only male character I saw in the trailer. So that led me to the question, is Marvel becoming more and more just all about women? Are they forgetting about the male characters? Because even the last Thor movie, they had to put a female Thor in the movie and made Thor act like a dumbass. That was the worst Thor movie yet, man. Thor is not supposed to be like that as a character. They just made him seem like a complete dumbass. And this is what they're doing. They're putting more and more women in the lead roles, and I have no issues with that. The thing I have issues with is that they're making the male characters seem like dumbasses. It's just bad writing, man. I have no problem if you put a female in the lead role, but just make the writing good and not shit on the male characters. So backstory on this video, y'all. These women are angry because they had to leave the seats that were reserved by this man right here. He reserved the seats, and in the process of leaving, they had to be angry and creating a scene and shit. And here's another video from a different angle.
Assault, threw a drink and glass at me, cussed us, face racism.
Keep it down, okay? Shut up.
And they drop our drink too.
Sir, look at her. Yeah, I got her. Why are you recording? Because you're a little bitch.
Can you get this out of the way?
No. Let's go. Celia, stop. Celia, I'm telling you, I'm not fighting that.
They drop our
Fighting me?
There's some drunk girls that didn't want to leave and creating the scene and being difficult. And you can see the security in the back is like, I hate this job. That's what he's thinking right now. I said, you bitches better leave. Shit. Subscribe.
Hello, you finally woke up after 3 months. Did I give birth? Don't worry, your babies are fine. You had twins, a boy and a girl. And your brother named them. No, he's an idiot. What did he name the girl? Denise. That's actually nice. What about the boy? The nephew.
Y'all, man, I saw this on TikTok. I had to share with y'all, man. Even after seeing it like 3 times, this shit's still funny.
Stop.
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 Like, guys, I don't know if it's just me, but I absolutely hate when women slap my ass, bro. It just makes me feel like a bitch. It makes me feel like a less of a man. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one that's supposed to slap your ass. You don't have to slap mine, all right? You could do it maybe one time, but after that, just stop. Don't do it no more, okay? Shit. Almost died. She got a good amount of weight on that rack.
Excuse me, can you help me? Somebody? Can somebody help me?
And why is the safety rack so low? Seems like that was the first time she tried that weight. She should have asked for a spotter, or the safety rack shouldn't have been that low. I don't know what was going on with that. But it's a good thing that she got help, because I don't want to be one of those guys that say, oh, she's in the gym recording, that's why no one wants to help her. Listen, man, this is actually a serious situation right here. And if you're a guy and you see a girl in trouble in the gym, or anybody, it doesn't have to be a girl. If you see anybody having trouble with weights in the gym and you don't want to help them because you see a camera, then you're a dumbass, bro. If you see someone genuinely in danger, because those weights be heavy, if you see them needing help, go help them. Because if they try to expose you to be a creep for helping them, they will get humbled by social media anyways. People are against these type of people that try to expose. So they will be humbled anyways. When she says something that makes me completely snap back into reality and realize I have just romanticized the idea of another average woman. I just had an experience like that a couple weeks ago, guys. So I met this girl. I met this girl at the club. Then we went to work out together at the gym, went for a hike. We talked, vibed, learned a lot about her. She learned a lot about me. So we had like a pretty deep conversation, right? So then we just started hanging out more and more. And it just felt like a romantic build-up. We got a little romantic thing going on, you know what I'm saying? Build up to the first time we kissed and all that. It was dope. I was in like this romantic bubble. I was in this romantic fantasy with this girl. And for those of you guys that don't know, J Hall is a lover boy, man. I am a lover boy. I believe in finding the one girl, bro. I believe in finding that one girl and spending the rest of my life with that girl. That's who I am. But until then, I'm in these streets, you know what I'm saying? So as I was talking more and more to this girl, she said something about swinging or being a swinger. And automatically I was like, whoop! The romantic fantasy is gone. I'm snapped back to reality. I'm like, oh shit, I thought this girl was someone else in my mind, but in reality, she's this. I'm like, fuck it, move accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we do fantasize girls and think they are this clean princess for a split second, until they say something that reminds you, oh, she's just another one of them. You know what I'm saying?
I have a little story time to share after this brief clip for context.
If your husband is a good guy, but you're ready for divorce, you're not a bad person. So don't let guilt get the best of you.
I had this friend some years back. She was my best friend in the whole wide world. We hung out constantly. I enjoyed her company. Highly intelligent woman, quite attractive, married. Husband is very attractive, very successful. Not only did he provide for his family, she didn't work, but he cooked, he cleaned, he took care of the kids. He was emotionally open and available. Every time I'd come over and hang out with both of them, you know, he was so talkative and emotive and empathetic. I thought, wow, they're the perfect couple in my opinion. 2 beautiful teenage children, perfect life. I used to drop things off at her house. She would tell me, oh, can you drop this off? And I would go over and he would be in the house cleaning. I mean, Ajax and Pine Sol and Windex and mops out. And he would ask me, you know, Demi, how does everything look? Do you think she'll be happy? Is this up to a woman's standards of cleanliness? You know, he said, I just love her so much. And I would say, wow, you know, you're really incredible. Of course she's going to be happy. You know, you did an amazing job. You always do an amazing job. The relationship with my friend, something started changing in her. You know, she started talking to me about depression, and she's overweight, and she didn't like it. And it never bothered her husband. I mean, he adored her no matter what. But she started complaining about her weight and this depression and saying that she needs to go to therapy, which she did. She found a therapist and started going. But after she started going to therapy, I noticed there was a dramatic change in her. She started complaining. After these sessions, she would begin complaining more and more about her husband and how he's making her miserable. And I would say to her, what do you mean? This is all of a sudden new for you since you started seeing this new therapist. So I started inquiring about the therapist. You know, what are her beliefs? And she said, oh, she's very feminist.
It's always the feminist, man. That's all I needed to hear. Because her husband sounded like a great guy, bro. So even when you're the perfect husband, there is still a chance of the girl leaving you for some bullshit because a feminist therapist put poison in her mind. This is why, as a couple, as a married couple, you need to talk together. Or you need to go to therapy together. You need to do these things together because it's your relationship. You can't be individually going to this person for them to put poison in your mind so you come back with all this bullshit in your head to fuck up your relationship. Because it's the same way that a girl's friends can influence her into turning against you. Like, she'll go to her friends first, and then her single friends would tell her some bullshit, then she come back with the bullshit, and then she will come back and drop a pile of steaming shit on the table and fuck the relationship up. Why didn't you just come talk to me first? I am your boyfriend. We can work this shit out together for our relationship. Our relationship should stay between us. You don't need to tell your friends and your single friends that want you to be single, that want you to be in the streets. You don't need to tell them our business. With that said, I'll see you on the next video, man. Peace out.